This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's so great to have you joining me here in these online lessons. This is lesson 55 in this mini course that is all about flat picking. In this lesson, which is the final lesson, can you believe it? 55 lessons. We've done so much with rhythm guitar and improvising in this flat picking style. In this final lesson, we're going to look at how we can use the capo so we could improvise in any key. So we've worked in the key of G major and the key of C major. We've worked in their relative keys of E minor and A minor. But with just that much, we can actually improvise in any key on the guitar. And with flat picking, we love the open strings. So most often when we're playing in another key, we're actually using the capo and playing in those keys. So this is a pretty legitimate way to improvise in other keys, which is pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. Now there's a handout down in the description below. You can download a free copy of that handout, which has everything written on it instead of me writing it up on the board here. So you can take a look at some of these refresher items. So with the key of G, we use the G major pentatonic scale, and you've got it written there just as a reminder on how we play that G major pentatonic scale. And of course we added sort of the major blues. And we've got some extra chromatic notes. We also know that we can play in the relative key of E minor using those same notes for E minor. So with that, for the key of G major or E minor, we can actually improvise in some other keys just with the capo. So we've got a lick here. That's just a little idea coming out of that G major pentatonic. If I go ahead and put my capo on at the first fret, then when I play the G chord and any of the other chords in that key, I'm going to be in the key of G sharp or A major or A flat major. Usually it's going to be referred to as A flat major. And I can play with that same major pentatonic, only now using the same fingerings that I used in G major. They're just going to be in front of the capo, and I can play an A sharp major, G sharp major or A flat major, which is usually written as A flat major. That's not a very common key that we run into, but if we capo at the second fret, we're in the key of A major. This one is common for us to play in this style. So if we play an A major, then we're just using that G major pentatonic with that capo at the second fret. And a lot of times it's good to retune. I'm not going to take the time to retune, but I'm just slightly out of tune to start putting that capo on. So we can improvise right there using those same notes from the G major pentatonic. Only we'll be in A major. If we go up to B flat major, we're at the third fret with the capo, and we can play in B flat major, which sometimes we run into. If we go on up to the fourth fret with the capo, we can play in B major using those same fingerings for the G major pentatonic. And if we wanted to, we could actually capo at the fifth fret for C major. So, and that's really getting out of tune there. But all those keys we can do right there just with the G major pentatonic that we've already been working on. With the relative minor, if we were to use the capo at the first fret, we would have the key of F minor. So we could use the E minor pentatonic to play an F minor, and then we get to the capo at the second fret, we're in F sharp minor, and then we get to G minor, G sharp, or A flat minor, A minor. So we can also play in those keys. Okay, and if we look at the C major pentatonic, we can do the same kind of thing with the C major pentatonic. So we got C, you've got that written there on the handout as a reminder. And then we could also do, of course, the blues. Like so. And then if we start adding the capo, we can of course improvise in other keys using that. So if I go up from there, first fret, I'm in C sharp or D flat. Now if we move that capo on up to the second fret, we can play in D major using the C major shape. And D is super common to play in this style. So super easy. We can move it up to the third fret, and we're going to have D sharp or E flat, which we could play in at some point. And if we move on up to the fourth fret, we've got E major, which is super common to play in as well. Now it really helps to retune as we get into these. If we go one fret higher, we'll get F major, and we can play an F, and occasionally we need to play an F. And if we go up to the sixth fret, which is getting kind of high, we could actually play an F sharp or G flat. Which is kind of unusual, but we could play there. So just with that, with the capo and knowing the G major and the C major pentatonic shapes that we've had in first position, that we've done so much improv with, we can actually improvise and play in any of these keys. It's super fun, and we're ready to go just like that. And of course, C major has the relative minor of A minor, so at the first fret you'll have A sharp or B flat minor. If you capo at the second fret, you'll have B minor. Capo at the third fret, C minor, C sharp or D flat minor, and then D minor, D sharp or E flat minor, and E minor. So we can play in all those minor keys as well, which we occasionally do. Alright, so that wraps us up here. I hope you have fun. I hope you keep improvising. If you want more lessons, just keep checking out other series on the channel. The next series to come out that will be replacing this one, which has been running for over a year now on Flatpicking, is jazz guitar. So we got Jazz Guitar 101 coming out. Super fun. I love jazz guitar. So we'll be going through lots of different techniques on jazz guitar. It's going to be great. We also have Technique Tuesdays and Theory Thursdays with lots of standalone lessons that help us learn more about playing the guitar. And of course, there's hundreds of lessons there on the channel. So hope you're having fun with the guitar. Take care, and we'll see you again.
If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth lessons and to progress through a free guitar course, check out my Guitar 101 series on YouTube and my guitar method books, which all come with access to hours of in-depth video lessons. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.